It's the grand finals of EPT NA 114, Zest versus MaxPax. And what a wild series this is. It's extremely technical, tons of mind games, lots of fun. So make sure to check it out. But before we get into this best of 5, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe on this video and all the others. It really does help out. And I stream live on Twitch every Mondays for EPT NA. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday for the Apprentice Cup, 3 p.m. Eastern, EPT Korea, 10 p.m. Eastern. And with the Apprentice Cup starting up, or with any apprentice starting up, every Tuesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern for that. But for now, folks, let's get into the video. In the upper left in the teal now, because that's a fancy color, and he's a fancy man. For Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. His opponent in the bottom right-hand side of the map in the red. He's doing the build that he's named after him. Well, one of the builds that is named after him. For PSISTORM, MaxPax. All right, so Zest, we're going to see him try to break MaxPax in this game. I can tell you this right now. Players have started to realize that if you go double gate expand and your opponent goes single gate expand, accepting that game going into the mid game just means you're behind. And if you're playing MaxPax, it's not great. So notice the probe patrolling in the middle of the map. Folks, pay attention. We're going to see a pylon go down here, somewhere around there. There we go. The question now is, what exactly is Zest proxying? Based on the timing of things, I'm going to guess that it will be a Stargate, although it could also be a Robo. 3-gate Robo, not the most popular thing in the Korean meta at the moment, though. Proxy Stargate, much more powerful, at least for the next week or 2 weeks, or however long it takes for PTR to go live. Because we don't have a date for that. They made the blog post. They said, hey, check it out. Try it out. See what happens. Nope, no, this is going to be Robo. Is warp gate first. Oh no, it's just a gateway. Okay, just 3-gate pressure coming in from Zest, and of course MaxPax scouts. This is not too surprising, but he's got Adepts warping out. He's got Adepts chronoing out here, which means he's not going to have any pressure on the pylon. Adepts, technically, sometimes they kill buildings, but it's like they accidentally do it. They don't really, they don't have the damage to do it on purpose. Not really. So the Stalkers are going to run across the map here from Zest, which means that even if it was a single Stalker putting pressure on this pylon, well, let me tell you, 2 Stalkers are going to have something to say about that. One is the probe is dead. The question, though, is whether MaxPax with this single Adept can put pressure, enough pressure, on MaxPax or Zest's mineral line that he causes some problems. So notice the Stalkers from Zest, they're not really targeting down the Stalker. They understand that they can accept some damage from that Stalker and still be fine, because it's all about the shield battery that is going down. Nice little setup here from MaxPax for the moment. He will get 2 workers, but no more than that. Good body blocking from Zest. And actually, with the shield battery go down, Zest trades 1 for 0 here. Or, excuse me, MaxPax trades 1 for 0. He's looking pretty good to start. But, of course, the 3rd gateway is now a warp gate. You can warp in 3 at a time. Zest had to warp in some units at home to make sure that he didn't die, and now that timing is over, and we're going to start to see some shield batteries on the high ground as well. 1 shield battery has already gone down, but there are more on the way as more and more Stalkers arrive, more and more Stalkers warp in. Void Ray kind of overcommits here. Prismatic alignment gets popped, and it's not going to take any hull damage, though. Zest cannot quite get on top of it. And now with no shield batteries up here just yet, it's kind of hard for Zest to really break on through. In fact, losing Stalkers like this, he is starting to find himself in a little bit of a problem here. 4 Stalkers have died for Zest for minimal gain, and the whole point of this 3-gate is you're trying to hit critical mass. You're trying to hit the point where you can run forward, snipe down a Void Ray through a shield battery overcharge, and then back up, then do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Zest is not quite there yet, and more shield batteries arrive. He has not even forced a shield battery overcharge just yet. Of course, any damage he can do on the Stalkers that are really not the most important component of this hold not really, is always going to be a boon because that just means shield battery energy that is not spent. But MaxPax now, he is on 3 voids. He's getting his cannons up. More and more shield batteries are on the way. And there comes a point where Zest cannot really break this. I would not be surprised to see a Twilight Council come down soon, but for now, at the very least, he's going to knock this gateway down. He will open himself up for maybe a little bit more pressure. But again, he continues to lose Stalkers. And that's really the biggest deal. I think he's at 6. Yeah, 6 Stalkers going down now. And MaxPax has not lost a single Void Ray, so we're not seeing this snowball out of control effect that sometimes we see. But now, okay, Zest says maybe this is my time. 1 Void Ray will go down, but it's not enough. Zest realizes this. MaxPax, he's up 1-0. Into the upper left in the red. He is up 1-0. He is PSISTORM. His name is MaxPax. In the bottom right, in the blue. He's down 1, but he's been in this situation before. He can come back. I believe in the man. For Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. So at least both players pretending, showing us that they want to go for a 1 base expand or a 1 gate expand build, MaxPax PvP build, because he has a 1 gate aggressive build in PvT, although we see that a lot less these days. And the question now is, do they actually expand? MaxPax will. Next is getting dropped right now because that's not doing a whole lot to prevent it from happening. And Zest is going to go for a 1 gate cyber expand, maybe. There's a fun thing you can do on this map, actually, where you put up all the infrastructure of it being a 1 base expand, 1 gate expand. Wow, would you look at that? A 1 base expand in the early game. Who would have thought that you're expanding off of 1 base onto 2? Crazy. But as I was about to say, you can do funky things. Curious Minds is short enough, particularly in the airspace, where you can effectively set up all the infrastructure for a 1 gate expand from home, but you drop your Stargate and you just start building voids across the map and go from there. So the pylon goes down, and Zest is not even going to try to hide it to that extent. Stargate proxied on the map. MaxPax, he knows what he's dealing with. And he's dropping actually a pylon here as well, so he's going to try to shield battery this maybe? But shield batteries of Zest are going to be much quicker. But actually the Zealot will get positive trades for now, but the pylon does go down. More and more shield batteries on the way. Zest pulling MaxPax pulling probes here. The shield battery at the very least should go down. At least the one of them will. And now MaxPax is dropping shit. I feel like this is an overcommittal here. I don't think he has enough, but with the probes getting pulled, he might just be able to do so. Oh, that pull though, the arrest. MaxPax, you're too damn good. This is disgusting. And yeah, the Stalker's staying alive for now, and shield batteries actually will prevent this from happening. So MaxPax, he's got to kind of cancel things. I think he's going to lose up. Wait, was he stuck there? Was that Stalker stuck in a corner somehow? I don't know, but shield battery is up now, and actually this shield battery has a lot more energy on it. So technically MaxPax can take this fight. The Stalkers are going to kill this off. Gateway on the way as well. This has bought a lot of time, to be sure. But now MaxPax is going to lose the Stalker, and I think this game is just over, actually. There's not enough static defense. MaxPax coming to get to the front instead of behind, and we're going to see a Voider is already out, and MaxPax is literally 0 Stalkers. He has 0 Stalkers. There we go. The additional damage says nuts to that one. GG Zest. He ties it up. What a weird game. In the upper right, in the red. We've been introducing him a lot over the last 15 minutes because these games have not been long. PSISTORM, MaxPax. His opponents in the bottom left, in the blue. Again, tied up in the series. His pressure worked that time. For Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. Okay, so Zest is going to steal MaxPax's gas here, or has stolen MaxPax's gas in this game number 3. And it's going to be interesting to see where exactly Zest goes from this. This could be just all of a fake. And he says, I'm not doing anything, but I'm just making it harder for you. If I have 2 gas and you have 1, that means my tech is always going to be faster. It means I can be more defensive. It means I can be more aggressive. In general, it closes off tech paths to MaxPax that Zest has available to him. So for now, Zest is going for the Cyber Stargate expand, the next level of this setup. And MaxPax actually adding a second gateway. And I'm sorry, this is not a Stargate expand. This is a proxy Stargate from Zest. Let's be correct here. But MaxPax adding a second gateway. All right, so actually, Adept's going to find the Zealot running across the map. This is a MaxPax special. He likes to build stuff early, put pressure on his opponent's expand, but there's no expand. In fact, the Stalker Zealot will find this situation, and the Adept's going to try to keep this alive. The Zealot goes down. And this is not Proxy Void. This is just Proxy Oracle. This is a build meant to not kill his opponent. I mean, maybe you kill economically, but it's just meant to delay the economy of MaxPax. The Stalker's actually Zest going to lose the Stalker here. This is a bit of a problem because he will get the first Oracle out. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the timing here. Does he have the... Oh, the Oracle's not going out. MaxPax, he scouted everything. He knows what's up. And he's got 2 gateways on the map. His warp gate is just about evenly timed, but he got a second gateway. And he's going to drop a third. He is 3-gating Zest. And that's a real good setup because you go for this type of thing. You proxy a Stargate. You steal gas. Yeah, Zest understands that he's dead here. It's not going to work. MaxPax 2-1. In the bottom right, in the blue, he's up. Excuse me, he's down 1 game in this series, taking the negative end of a couple mind games. For Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. In the bottom left, in the red, he's up 2-1 in this series. The Danish sensation from PSISTORM, MaxPax. Again, both players setting up the machinery of a single gate expand, but I'm looking at this probe here from Zest, and I'm pretty damn sure that this is going to be Proxy Stargate, something like that, once again. MaxPax, he is actually going for an expand build this game. We've seen him, well, actually, I think we've seen him go for the expand every time. Just sometimes he's gone for, say, a 2-base 3-gate because his gas was stolen. But that probe's sitting there on the high ground. That is a prime Stargate position for Zest to drop. Maybe again, proxy robo is just not really 3-gate robo is not really a thing. Shield batteries are too powerful, but we should see a pylon drop down roughly around just any second now, actually. And I expect we're going to see a Stargate on the way, but actually, oh wait, no. Okay, so Zest is just going for the scout here. Oh no, never mind, he's going to block the wall. Interesting, but we don't see anything in production. Zest only has a Stargate on his side of the map, which, of course, this is Blackburn. It's not Curious Minds. It's a little bit harder to get away with that idea. But if you can block the wall, if you can prevent the wall from happening, then you make life just a little bit more difficult for MaxPax. As we see a bunch of shield batteries coming down for Zest, he's going to shield battery his opponent. And that means that this Zealot running across the map can actually really find good work. Now, it wasn't perfect shield batterying, so he can't totally wall the Zealot out of having range. But even still, we see the shield battery going half down. The Stargate is faster for Zest than it is for MaxPax, because MaxPax is not expanding. And now with the Adept here as well, so it's Adept Zealot versus double Adept. But because of the shield batteries, this first shield battery will go down. Now the pylon is just a little bit under threat. It's just going to be the shield batteries, though. So let's see. These are all Zests, and these are all MaxPaxes. And that's MaxPaxes too. Okay. So a relatively equal number of shield batteries. The difference. Oh, wait a minute. That wall is not complete. Nice call there from MaxPax. The Adepts are going to look to shade on in. And the Zealot Adept versus Double Adept. Technically, this is more DPS, but the Adept from Zest is just going to run right on through. He says, okay, well, what if I just find my way into your main base? Now, it's not in the best spot, so probes will surround, but we're going to see some workers go down. It's probably going to be, oh, actually only one. One worker dies. Maybe not the best trade here. Now, Void Rays rallying across the map. MaxPax has his Void Rays faster in his base, even if Zest has his Void Rays technically faster in... Oh, I'm sorry. No, this was an Oracle. But there's a Void Ray defensively, and because Oracles are armored units, it actually means the Void Ray is not going to be able to get too much done. It looks like this build from Zest is not going to accomplish what it wants. The Zealot continues to find value, but at this point, most of the shield batteries are out of energy, and sure, Oracle's going to try to kill things, but we have shield batteries, and most importantly, shield battery overcharge is the way things are meant to go. And now, okay, finally the Zealot is dead. Adept shading on the other side of the map now, as... Was this recalled? I believe it was recalled. Okay. Yeah. So now we're going to start to see all of the stuff that Zest has invested onto his opponent's side of the map. It will go down. Depth shade. Are they going to check the gold? Absolutely. You bet your life they're going to check the gold. MaxPax is a smart man. So he says, I don't want you to know that I have checked the gold. You cannot know that because... Oh, never mind. He's going to fly over it anyways. I was going to say, don't let him know, because then when he recalls into the gold, you kill all of his workers and you end the game. But even still, Adept flying, or Adept shading into the main base now, and this is a much better position. Notice Zest just went into the mineral line and said, okay, whatever. Technically, this should kill more, but of course, because MaxPax has a shield battery, not going to do much of anything. And there's the recall, actually. That is, this probe dies. Yeah, because the Void Rays got recalled. So there is actually damage possible here. Stasis Trap will not be allowed, because the Stalkers and the Void Ray, were recalled to make sure that things, well, make sure that there was some defense on that third base. Now this Adept is dead, but it's going to shade over to the third. And now life is going to be somewhat difficult for Zest in this game, because he's got two bases to defend that are far, far apart. His recall has already been spent. There's not a ton of energy on these Nexi for things like shield battery overcharge. And oh my, MaxPax. I love what you're doing. It's going to be Dark Shrine. There is one Oracle apiece. And this Dark Shrine, I believe, is this proxied on the... Okay, no, it's in the main. But I'd loved if it was proxied. But even still, Dark Shrine on the map when there's a single Void Ray is moderately to intensely problematic for Zest here. He's not just going to have a lot of detection. Nice revelation on the Stalkers there, making sure that he knows where the army is. So, Dark Shrine is done. MaxPax, he has the free supply. When does he start warping in the DTs? The longer he waits, the more likely it is that he does get scattered out. But now the Oracle's going to try to dive into the natural here, and spending this energy is actually not a good move. Revelation spent as well. So this Oracle has no energy. There is no detection on the map for Zest. He's going to try to go all in here, which is something. It's valid. It is because, well, he's got a gold base. He is technically mining just a little bit more, but there are 3 Void Rays here. Warp Gate's actually not done. That's why we don't see any DTs. That's okay. That's actually kind of interesting. I did not notice. The 3 Void Rays on the high ground are a solid defensive force. 2 of them with prismatic alignment popped. Now we're going to see the Robo go down. And it looks like this Oracle may be able now. Yes, going to get the stasis trap. Zest is not where he needs to be, but he's not going to get too much. He gets, well, actually the gas probe's probably the most impactful thing, but now DTs, they're warping on in. And again, there's one Oracle on the map. It is not at home. Do we have recall up? I believe we do. We should. But we're going to see 2 DTs into the main natural setup, 1 DT into the third base. And Zest is rapidly going to be forced to be all in, because this army is... he is wholly and totally reliant on the fact that he has... Wait a minute. Actually, yeah. So we're going to see the recall get... Or excuse me, the Oracle get recalled to the goal... Oh, to the natural, actually. Zest now has to be very careful to make sure he doesn't clump up his DTs, and there we go. He will not clump up his DTs. So 2 now wandering on in. 10 workers are down. Probes, they're holding position, but they're not doing much of anything. That's a bit awkward there. And these DTs actually could have gotten a lot more. But even still, 10 workers have died. DT is denying the gold. DT denying the natural. Oracle, again, does not have any energy. So it's going to take a little while longer. And more DTs just flooding in, spilling in, doing what they can. Zest, he can't even afford an observer, even if he has the tech for it. So it really is all about these oracles that Zest is slowly and steadily building. But again, they're energy capped. They can't do tons and tons and tons of stuff. So the DTs continue to find value. Zest now, he's down 20 workers. Yeah, he's got a gold, but that gold base is, I think, gonna die fairly soon as 2 DTs are shredding it. Do we have Revelation Energy? We do for 1. So that DT will get revealed, but the others, not so much. Hello there, Cytotonic. Okay, so finally the last DT is found. Zest now is going to find this warp in location as well. So this means, at least for the moment, the annoyance is done. The Stalker's blink forward, but now DT warps in as well. It gets revealed, but that's only going to last for so long. And this army of MaxPax defending the gateway means that the DT should survive for now. It's going to go south. It's going to go try to, again, find more value. And funnily enough, the army supplies are fairly equal. But MaxPax, this +1 is just, that's closer to being done than not done. He has Immortals on the way. He's been mining a decent amount more, even as Zest has that gold. I'm somewhat surprised to not see Zest take the gold, given the opportunity, considering he knows the game state. But I guess he figures that I was up 20 workers at one point. It doesn't really matter where I mine from so long as I take the third. But now Oracle's being a little bit annoying. 4 workers do go down. Now it's only a 10 worker deficit, not a 20. But MaxPax, he's getting ready for the true aggression. His +1 is done, just about. Blink is done. Big deal, he doesn't have charge, actually, so it means the Zealots, or the Stalkers, actually, are not going to be quite as good as they might otherwise be, just because, well, the Zealot's pretty good against Stalkers, but +1's a big deal, and with a Warp Prism done, MaxPax may be able to find some value. The big deal, though, he's down a gateway. His production not as strong as what his opponent has. So, Robo Bay just about done here. MaxPax, he's going to rotate on to the north side of the goal, try to deny mining for a time, except he realizes that Zest is running onto the other side of the map. So MaxPax is going to try to force this fight. Zest is not paying attention. Oh, this is a problem. So Stalker's blink forward. Stalker's blink forward as well, but the 3 Void Rays doing a pretty good job of making sure that MaxPax has the better army. And as more and more Stalkers warp on in, the thick beams get popped here. Immortal on the high ground as well. That's it, folks. GG. MaxPax, he is your champion once again of EPT NA. Number 114 this time, taking it 3-1 over Zest.